Looking for a great gift for the holidays? How about ancient coin jewelry, a silver coin set for your kids, or other kinds of money-related collectibles? Come to the Money Show of the Southwest this Thursday through Saturday at the George R. Brown Convention Center. With more than 200 dealers, the prices will be great. Plus, there are fun programs for kids, a rare coin auction by Heritage, educational seminars, and free appraisals. For great holiday gift items, come to the George R. Brown Convention Center Thursday through Saturday. TheMoneyShowOfTheSouthwest.com.
There's a sign upstairs, too.
So, welcome everybody. My name's Edwin Johnston. I'm the chairman of the show today. I'm also the president of the Greater Eastern Coin Club. Thanks for all your patience in waiting and getting registered here. And we'd like to welcome all of you, the people of Houston, to the 53rd annual Money Show of the Southwest. This is the biggest show we've ever had. So we want to welcome you, and I'm glad you came out in this cold weather. And I want you to have a great show. And if you see anybody in the blue shirt, you can ask them any question. They're members of the club. So we'll cut the ribbon here. Come on in.
What you have here is the finest collection of deep mirror proof like PCGS graded Morgan silver dollars. Not every one of them is the finest. We have a whole bunch of them that are the finest, but a whole bunch of them are none finer. And if they don't have one of these tags on them telling you what it is, I guarantee that there's only 2 or 3 finer. So the reason we call it deep mirror proof like is because if you were to put your finger like that and you could get it close enough, you could see the reflection of your fingernail undistorted 6 inches out in the mirror surfaces. Now, these particular coins were made for circulation. And as I said here, that it was a business strike. And what they did is these coins were made in presses, dropped a couple of feet into a bin on top of one another. Steel bin was rolled over, and they shovel these things into a bag. And using weight, they have 1,000 to a bag. They threw them in a safe. Then they took them out to the various other mint locations or to wherever the Treasury Department was storing them.
Okay,
Right.
Larry, why have you come to the Greater Houston Money Show?
Well, it's a growing show, and Carl Schwenker, who's on our convention committee, plays an important role in this show, and he's been telling us about the exciting things they're doing down here, so I wanted to come down and see what he's doing. So,
What do you think so far?
oh, very, very impressed. I was last at this show maybe 5 or 6 years ago, and it's grown significantly since the last time I was here, and looks like they've made some nice advancements, so I'm anxious to see more.
And the ANA seems like it's on a steady track and doing well. What's the news from headquarters?
We're doing extremely well. I can't be more pleased with how things are going. We're one of the few business organizations, if you want to call us a business organization, that I can think of where almost everything is up this year. And so I'm very, very thrilled with that. We're on far more solid footing than we were a year ago or 2 years ago during the time prior to when I took over this job. So we're very, very pleased. We have a lot of exciting programs going on, and we're developing more and better programs for our members for the coming years. So all of that's very important to us, and we think it's going very well. So.
ANA puts on a pretty good coin convention too. When's the next one?
Our next one is in Fort Worth in March, and we think that's going to be a great show. Again, we have a very nice facility. there's a fabulous new hotel. It's the Omni that's right across the street from the convention center. That's our headquarters hotel, and I was there last month and visited the hotel. It's just a terrific facility. It's been open for about 6 months, so they've got the bugs out of it. But very nice, just a very nice, comfortable facility. It doesn't look like a hotel. It's more like being in a nice, pleasant lodge. So again, I'm very excited about that. Fort Worth is a nice downtown, lots of restaurants, lots of activities, and we have some special things planned for the boards to bring people in, special attractions with our museum showcase. We just learned this week that we're going to have a couple of really rare coins made available to us to put on display, things that people haven't had a chance to see before. So we'll be promoting that and publicizing that as we go forward. I can't make an announcement about that yet, but other than to say that we're going to have a couple of really special things for people to see.
All right, we'll look forward to that. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Dave. Bye.
I'm a coin dealer here at the Money of the Southwest Coin Show in Houston in December of 2009, and I'm holding a very rare 1943 copper penny. This happens to be made at the San Francisco Mint, one of 7 or 8 known. The reason why we don't know exactly is because many times these coins get counted time and time again as they go to different certification services, and the number might even be lower than that. And it's a coin that I've owned for about 20 years now, and I've always wanted one when I was a kid, and I was able to buy it reasonably 20 years ago. Nowadays they go for a lot more money, and I've always enjoyed it. This coin is the king of all air coins. It's the coin that's probably most noteworthy from just the average person out on the street. If you ask them, what rare coin do you know about? This is the coin that would come up more often. There's other coins that are worth more and other coins that are more rare, but there probably isn't any coins that have more notoriety than this coin. And the reason why it's rare is because in 1943 they made the cents out of steel with a zinc coating on them because of the shortage and because of the War Act, because we were at war with Japan and Germany. So they needed that copper to make shell casings for the bullets that they're about to fire. And a few examples somehow either remained in the hopper or made by the midnight minter after hours per se, were struck in 1943 in copper. Altogether there's probably maybe up to 20 of them known. All of them are rare, all of them are 6-figure coins. This one probably is worth around $250,000 today.
You think there's any more out there to be found?
There is. That's the neat thing about this coin, that you never know where somebody's going to find one.
I'm from Houston, Texas. I'm an author. I was the former president of the Texas Numismatic Association and recently completed a book on the entire Republic of Texas era called The Paper Republic.
And what is the book about, Jim?
The book is about the economic and financial history of the Republic era as seen through the eyes of the money. It covers the history of Texas from the colonial period through annexation. It covers an extensive history of the financing of the Republic of Texas through the eyes of the Treasury Department. Many people have heard about the story of Texas, about the colonization, the Texas Revolution, but there's very little understanding as to what happened between the Alamo, the Battle of San Jacinto, and when Texas joined the United States in 1845. What happened during that decade that Texas was an independent country? And what turns out, it was largely an economic story about a country that was issuing paper money to survive in a massive debt buildup, in a credit crisis, in the throes of the Depression, which ultimately led to the annexation of Texas to the United States, primarily for financial reasons. It's written for non-historians, it's written for non-numismatists, so it takes the reader from the earliest days of Spanish Texas colonization through the days of the Revolution, through the entire 10-year history of the Republic. It wraps up in the end, and the climactic climax as to what really happened to the money, the people, the debt, those debt holders after the annexation, which ended up busting Texas into 5 states.
Sounds like a great story. What was involved in putting this book together?
There was a lot of thought that went into the project. Initially, I wrote an outline, and it was going to become an exhibit book or companion book for an exhibit on paper money. And it evolved from a companion book on an exhibit of paper money into a much deeper economic story, and then it became much more, as much a story about people and hardships and personalities as it was about money and finances. There's extensive discussion of the money of colonial Texas, of the founding of the Lone Star and the Texas Hoyas, the money of the Mexican War of Independence, which became to be known as hammered money during the Texas Revolution. It was comprised, or it was imaged out of 21 private collections, and also some university collections, including Southern Methodist University in Dallas, University of Houston Special Collection, University of Texas at Arlington. So, we turned over every rock, every stone, every private collector that we could to have the most comprehensive imaging that we could.
And how does someone contact you if they're interested in finding out about it?
The easiest way to find out more about the book is they can go to the publisher's website at www.brightskypress.com. They publish it. They're based in Houston, Texas. They can reach me via email at mercury225@sbcglobal.net.
All right, best of luck with the book, Jim.
Thanks, David.